ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तमा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम्
सच्चिदानन्दम्
अवाङ्मनसगोचरम्
अवाङ्मनसगोचरम्
आत्मानम् अखिलाधारम्
आत्मानमखिलाधारम्
आश्रये भीष्टसिद्धये
आश्रयेऽभीष्टसिद्धये
अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान्
अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान्
अतीतद्वैतभानतः
अतीतद्वैतभानतः
गुरुनाराध्य वेदान्तसारं वक्ष्ये यथामति।
गुरुनाराध्य वेदान्तसारं वक्ष्ये यथामति।
we have seen that first pancha bhutani called tanmatrani, panchikrita pancha mahabhutani sukshma bhutani, the five subtle elements, tanmatras, akasha vayuhu agnihi apaha prithvi, they are born from the sukshma bhutas, pancha mahabhutani, panchikrita bhutani or tanmatrani, all are same. From that sukshma sharirani are formed. And the sukshma sharira, it has got 17 components, saptadasha avayavani, pancha jnanendriyani, pancha karmendriyani, pancha pranaha, manaschaikam buddhischa eka iti. And pancha jnanendriyani, jnanendriya means indriya, the faculty which is present in the golaka, making the golaka function, operate. So the presence of indriya behind the golaka is responsible for the operation, for the functioning of that golaka. Golakas are not indriya. Golaka are physical. They are physical, gross. Golakas are not anatomical parts of the body. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. The same word we use for even for indriya. That is why sometimes confusion can come. Chakshur indriyani means not the physical eyes. It's the subtle eyes. Sukshma. Belongs to Sukshma Sharira, not to the physical, not to the Stula Sharira. But the same word we use, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, Chakshurindriyani, Shotrendriyani, Granendriyani, Ratanendriyani, and Tugindriyani. For what? These five sense organs for gaining five sense perceptions. Shabdasparsha Ruparasa, Gandaha iti. Then Manaha Sankalpa Vikalpatmika Karanavrittihi Manaha iti. We saw Sankalpa Vikalpatmika Karanavrittihi. This word, Manonama, Sankalpa Vikalpatmika Karanavrittihi, Buddhinama Nishchayatmika Karanavrittihi. This word, Nishchayatmika Karanavrittihi, can be taken as one word, or we can split this. Can be taken as one word, that is compound. Nishchayatmika Antakarnavrittihi. Sankalpa Vikalpatmika Antakarnavrittihi. Vrittihi is Strilinga. Vrittihi is Strilinga like Mati Shabda. Vrittihi, Vritti, Vrittayaha. Antakarnavrittihi. Therefore, Nishchayatmika, Strilinga. Sankalpa Vikalpatmika, Strilinga. So we can take either way. The Sankalpa Vikalpatmika, Nishchayatmika as adjective to Antakarnavrittihi. No compound. If you compound it, then it is Karmadharya compound. Karmadharya Samasa. Nishchayatmika cha sa vritti antakarna vritti. Nishchayatmika antakarna vritti. Similarly, Sankalpa Vikalpatmika cha asau antakarna vritti. Sankalpa Vikalpatmika Nishchayat Sankalpa Vikalpatmika antakarna vritti. Nishchayatmika antakarna vritti. Iti Karmadharya Samasa. Visheshanam Visheshena Bagulam. One is Visheshanam. Other that is Nichayatmika, Sankalpa Vikalpatmika is Visheshanam. Visheshyam is Antakaranam. Visheshanam Visheshena Samasyate iti. अंतःकरणस्य वृत्तिः अंतःकरणवृत्तिः. अंतःकरणवृत्तिः is स्त्रीलिंग. So अंतःकरणानां वृत्तिः or अंतःकरणस्य वृत्तिः, that is षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समास. So we have choice here. Either taking as we can take, either can be taken as one word or we can take it as individual word. That's the padam. Okay, then Vedan here the author he said there is something called chittam ahankara also. Chittam ahankara. Chittam ahankara. Chittam meaning memory, recollection, that which recollects, that which stores the data, past memories. Chittam. Ahankara is ego. Ego means not in the Lokika sense. Agam agamiti. In any perception, there are two vrittis. Yesterday we saw in Panchadashi also. In any perception, there is idam vritti and there is agam vritti. There is a perception, since there is a perception of seeing. You see an object, that object vritti is there. Object vritti, and there is agam vritti also. Agam vritti. Agam pratyayi, agam pratyavan, karta. So aham vritti. So aham vritti is invariably there in all perception, in all action. Always it is there. That aham. Aham iti. So ahankara, that is what ahankara. The chittam and ahankara. This chittam is anusandanatmika antakarna vrittihi chittam anusandanam. Anusandanam is recollection, recollecting. The word anusandanam, recollection, recollecting. We have heard this word before. This anusandanam in the dhyana shloka of the Gita. Ambe Bhagavad Gita anusandanam, that is partaya pratibodhita. There we translate the word anusandanam. Anusandanam as meditate, I meditate, I recollect the teaching of the Gita. Bhagavad Gita anusandhami. E ambe anusandhami. Bhagavad Gita bhavadveshini iti. Anusandhami. Anusandanam karomi. Recollection. So anusandanam. So here anusandanam means recollecting the memories, the past memories, the data which is stored. Anusandanatmikanta karnavati. Here also we can take either it as samasa or vystapadam. Then ahankara. Ahankara is abhimanatmikanta karnavati. Here also can be taken as karmadarya or vystapadam. So abhimana. Agam iti abhimana. Abhimana with what? Abhimana with this shariram. Abhimana with this mind. That is ahankara. For whom this knowledge is, the knowledge of the rose, a flower. For whose this perception is. For me, I. What is this I? Where this I located? This I, with regard to the shariram, with regard to the mind, that's called, we call chidabhasa, the jiva, chidabhasa. Chit is consciousness. Chit abhasa. Chit abhasa, chidabhasa. Chidabhasa reflected. It is that which is reflected in the antakarana, chidabhasa. So with that only we have abhimana. The thought occurs in the mind, and the thought is not looked upon objectively from the standpoint of Atma. It is me, it is myself. Therefore, that Vidabhasa, that is ahankara. So we use this word, ahankara, in this sense. It refers to this only. Our Abhimana with the Shariram. Our Abhimana with the mind. That is Ahankara. Aham Vritti. Aham Pratyavan. That is Ahankara. When we saw this how this Antakaranam is formed. Antakaranam is formed from the Satvika aspect of all the 5 elements put together. Militebhyaha, from the mixture of all the 5 elements. Only 5 elements are there. Therefore, Sattva aspect of the all elements put together form this Antakaranam. Satvika Amshebhyaha, Militebhyaha. In the mind, which is formed from the Sattvika aspect only, there are Sattvika Vritti, Rajasika Vritti, Tamo Vritti. Yesterday we saw it, and also in Panchadashi. The Sattva Rajas Tamo Guna influence the mind, even though the mind is made of Sattva Guna. All the Vrittis are aware for this Antakaranam because it is made of Sattva. Sattva is also Jada only. It is a Jada, inert only. Subtle inert matter. And another thing here to be noted that nothing is purely Sattva because it is all created. So there is a mixture of other elements also. Because of the predominance, we say Sattva iti. Because of the predominance of a particular guna, therefore we say Sattva. Even the mind also, even though we say mind is formed out of the Sattvika aspect of the 5 elements, nothing can be with only Sattvika. For its construction, for its formation, there are other gunas also. That is why the mind is influenced by the other vritti, Rajasika vritti, Tamasika vritti. All the thoughts are made aware for the mind. So therefore, Antakaranam knows all the vritti. All the vrittis are the vritti's thoughts in the form of thoughts. This Sattvika, Rajasika, Rajo vritti, Tamo vritti. Therefore, the mind is influenced. It is since it is made of Sattva, mainly. So therefore, it has got the Prakashakatmakatva. Prakashatmakatva. Prakasha means light. Everything comes to light in the mind. Everything comes to knowledge. Light meaning knowledge. Everything comes to one's awareness, one's knowledge in the mind only. Therefore, it is said to be the karya of Sattva Amsha of the 5 elements. That's why Sattva Amsha, Sattvika Amsha. Sattvika Amsha Karyatvam Asti Kasya Antakarnasya. Antakarnasya Prakashatmakatvam. Why? Because Sattvika Amsha Karyatvam Prakashatmakatvat Sattvika Amsha Karyatvam iti. We can infer from the karya, from its function, we can infer what it is made of. Since it illumines all the vritti, all the knowledge takes place in the mind, therefore it must be made of Sattva Amsha of the Pancha Mahabhuta iti. They are the products of Sattva aspect of the Pancha Mahabhuta iti, we can infer. Then this Buddhi along with the Jnanendriya forms a Vijnanamaya Kosha. That Vijnanamaya Kosha only is responsible for Kartrutva, Bhuktrutva, Dukkitva, Sukhitva adi. That Abhimanena. Then Iha Paralokagami, that is called Jiva, who travels Paraloka and from Paraloka to Iyaloka. Because Jiva has got Kartrutvam, Agam Karta is Agam Pratyaya. The Agam Pratyaya and the Abhimana with the Sharira Manasangata is because of this Vijnanamaya Kosha. Therefore, it is called Jivaha. Jiva is one who has this Abhimana of Aham Karta Bhokta, all the Anubhava, who owns up, who claims as mine. That person is Jiva, which is attributed to Vijnanamaya Kosha. Therefore, Vijnanamaya Kosha is Jivaha. That is why this knowledge has to be corrected. That is why Shastra. Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya, that Jnanam is Kartatva Bhoktrutva is Ajnanam. That is why this Ajnanam is corrected by Shastra Prabhana. Without being taught, we take ourselves to be Karta. I am the doer. Who taught? I am the doer. I am the enjoyer. I am Sukhi, Dukhi. So that is because of the Abhimana, the Sharira Manasangata. So therefore, that is attributed to Vijnanamaya Kosha because it has got Kartrutvam, Bhuktutvam. Therefore, it is said to be Jivaha, Vyavaharika Jivaha. He is Ihaloka Paraloka Kami. Based on his Papa Punya, it travels. Ihaloka Paraloka. Paraloka means Swargaloka as well as Narakaloka, based on his Papa Punya. Then Manahatu. We may ask, then Vijnanamaya Kosha travels, what about Manomaya Kosha? Does it travel? All these form the Sukshma Sharira. Therefore, Sukshma Sharira travels. Sukshma Sharira, but Katrutvam is attributed to Vijnanamaya Kosha. Therefore, we say Vijnanamaya Kosha, Jivaha, Ihaloka Paraloka Kami. Then Manaha tu Jnanendriya Sagitam, Manomaya Kosha. Jnanendriya Sagitam. Manaha, Jnanendriya Sagitam, Manaha is Manomaya Kosha. That is mind. Manomaya Kosha. In the mind only there is vacillation. In the mind only that thoughts occur. Continuously thoughts occur. Vritti. The vritti occurs in the mind. And the mind is vacillating between the two. Idam samichinam va asamichinam va, as we saw in Panchadashi. This is proper or it is not. This is dharmika, adharmika. Iti, the mind oscillating. The doubting. In fact, this is the first job of the Antakarnam. Then after that Antakarnam, based on the past experiences and also because of this buddhi, then it finally concludes what it is. It comes to a firm understanding of the vastu, the object. Okay, then. So then it comes Karmendriyani. Karmendriyani, again, same as that of the Jnanendriyani. We use the same name. Therefore, it is not Stula. It all refers to the Sukshma Amsha. Sukshma Amsha of the Sukshma Sharira. Vakpani Padapayu Upastakyani iti Karmendriyani. These are born from the Rajas aspect of the five great elements individually, pratak, separately in order born. Then the five pranas are the Pancha Pranaha, Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana. And we saw Apana is Avaggamanavan, Apanaha. Avaggamanavan means it goes downward. Therefore, that prana alone is responsible for removing the waste, etc., liquid waste, etc., all those things from the body. Prana is urdhva. Prana is pragamanavan. Apana is avaggamanavan. We have seen that. The prana is seated at the tip of the nose, nasagra sthanavarti. The word prana and apana, depending on the context, we have to take. We have seen in Gita also, prana apano samakrutva nasa abhyantar charino. There prana meaning exhalation, apana meaning inhalation. Here apana is that aspect of the prana which is responsible for certain function, that is excretion, etc. Those function happens because of this prana, apana, because of apana. That is like downward, upward, downward. Prana is upward, and this is downward. Even though here the author says prana has its tip of the nose, that's a Shruti, pranaha hridaye vartate iti. Pranaha hridaye, but its presence is felt at the tip of the nose. Then Vyanaha Vishwagamanavan, Udanaha Kantastaniyaha Udvagamanavan, Utkamavayuhu iti. Samanaha, etc. Visa Sharira Madhya Kata Sharira Madhyakata Ashita Pita Annadi Samikranaha, which does the assimilation. Then another 5 Upapranas also the author introduced. Naga, Kurma, Krikala, Devadatta, Dhananjaya iti, some Upaprana. So this is what we were discussing in the last class. Vidvan Manoranjanikara, he says, before that, Subodhini, the shloka is this. The shloka is that Udgare Naga Akhyataha, Kurma Unmilane Smrtaha, Krikalastu Krutignayaha, Devadatto Vijurumbhane iti. The names of the prana and their function. Na jagati vratam chapi sarvavyapi dhananjaya. Sarvavyapi dhananjaya iti. Apanchikrita panchamaha bhutebhyah rajah pradhanebhyah pranadeha jayante. We have seen prana is born from the rajas aspect of the uncompounded elements. Why rajas? Rajas means action, activity. All the karmendriyas, they require prana. How they function? Because supported by prana. As the jnanendriya function supported by the antakaranam, by the mind, manaha, similarly, karmendriyas, for the function of the karmendriya, karma, action is involved, energy is required. Therefore, it requires prana. And karmendriya itself are born from just aspect of the 5 elements, pratak karmena utpadyante visa. Now, all the just aspect of all the elements put together form this prana. It's called pancha prana. Therefore, rajah pradhanebhyah pranadeha jayante. Etesham pranadinam, why it is called pranamaya kosha? Prana prachuratvat. Prana prachuratva, pranaha, prana prachuratvat, pranamayatvat, atma achadakatvat, koshavattam cha bhavati idam pranaditi. Prana prachuratvat, abundance of prana, and it covers the atma as though it forms a covering. Achadakatva, atma is as though hidden behind the pranamaya kosha, as though atma is protected by this pranamaya kosha. Achadakatvat, atma achadakatvat, koshavattam asti. Prana prachuratvat, pranamayatvam. Therefore, it's called pranamaya kosha. Pranadinam rajah pradhana bhuta karyatve nimittam aha. What is the nimittam for rajah pradhana bhuta karyatve? In saying that it is the karya of the rajas aspect of the elements. What is the nimittam? Because pranadinam kriyatmakatvat rajat karyatvam ityartaha. Kriyatmakatvat. The kriya, the action. Because Action is there. Action, activity, pranadinam, prana, etc. They involve movement, action. Therefore, it must be the product of rajas aspect of the elements. Apanchikrita bhutani. Karyanumeyam. We can know the karanam from the karya. That is the logic everywhere. The karanam can be inferred from karya. We apply our inference. We don't need shruti for this. How do we infer the prana must be made of the rajas aspect of the elements? From the karya. Action is involved, action requires energy, dynamism is there, activity is there. Therefore, it must be made of rajas aspect of the elements. If it is jnanam, then it is sattva. Therefore, it is mind. There it is mind. Prakashatmakatvam. Yet, kriyatmakatvam. Prakashatmakatvat. Prakashatmakatvat. Visa it is rajas. Prakashatmakatvat. Prakashatmakatvat satvikamsha karyatvam. Here it is kriyatmakatvat rajakaryatvam. Satvikamsha karyatvam prakashatmakatvat, that is manaha. Kriyatmakatvat rajakaryatvam for pranaha iti. So you can infer from the karyatvam. They are the products. They are products of the rajas aspect of the karyatvam asti. The status of being the product made of rajas aspect of the 5 elements. Why? How do we say this? Because kriyatmakatvat, that is a hetu. Eteshu panchasu kosheshu madhye vijnanamaya manomaya pranamaya koshanam kramena jnanecha kriya shakti vedena kartarkarana kriya rupatvam darshayati eteshu iti. It's a nice point here. 5 koshas are the stula, we have not yet discussed. Stula going to come. How stula we know. Stula shariram. Gross shariram does not yet come because our panchikaranam is going to be presented. Panchikaranam, the compounding. So compounding happens, the stula shariram comes, gross body. It's going to come later discussion. Because panchikaranam we have not seen here. In Vedantasara, we have seen in Tattvavada, but not here. So stula shariram will be discussed later. Yes. Starting with Sukshma Sharira Utpatti. Sukshma Bhutani, therefore Sukshma Sharira Utpatti. Sukshma Prapancha Utpatti. So here, the 3 koshas. The 3 koshas constitute the Sukshma Sharira. Vijnanamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya. Vijnanamaya has got Buddhihi and Pancha Jnanendriyani. Manaha has got Manaha, mind, and Pancha Jnanendriyani. Pranaha, Pancha Pranadaya. Therefore, 17 elements are the constituents. They form the Sukshma Sharira. Now, each kosha is responsible for each Shakti, the power. Vijnanamaya kosha for Jnana Shakti. Manomaya kosha for Icha Shakti. Then Pranamaya for Kriya Shakti. Shakti Bedena Kartra Karana Kriya Rupatvam Darshayati. Karta Karana Kriya Rupatvam Darshayati Eteshu iti. Eteshu iti Darshayati. Eteshu iti Darshayati. We have not seen that line. We will read that today, that Eteshu, it is 89th line. You will see that. But it's in the paragraph, we will complete reading this. Now, these 3 Shaktis are the Jnana Shakti, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. It is in that order. What Shakti first? Kriya Shakti, the doing implies Icha. Desires propel a person into action. That's why desire prompted action, kami karma. Karma karoti, because there is desire, there is Icha, there is kama. Kriya implies rajas. Kriya implies rajas, rajo gunaha. Kriya action. Action is activity, therefore it implies rajas. Therefore it requires pranamaya kosha. Through pranamaya kosha, that is the karmendriya, they function, they require energy which is supplied by the prana. Therefore, kriya action, which is preceded by icha. Icha is a, therefore kriya is a. Kamayeshaha, krodayeshaha, rajoguna samudbhavaha. That kama only propels a person into action. So icha is a, and icha is corresponds to manomaya kosha. Now, icha for what? Icha for an object, a thing. Therefore, without the knowledge of an object, there cannot be icha. Icha is preceded by the knowledge of the object. You cannot desire an object without knowing what it is, without the knowledge of it. Therefore, jnanam precedes first. So, jnanam, after that icha, after that kriya. Three shaktis. Shakti trayam. The Vijnanamaya kosha, that is the three koshas, this kosha trayam corresponds to the three shaktis. So, karta, karana, and kriya rupatvam. Vijnanamaya kosha, karta. And karana is doing. Then kriya, action. So, karta, karana, and kriya rupatvam darshayati eteshu iti. Tatra hetumaha yogyatvad iti. It has a status of being that yogyatvam asti. Yogyatvam asti eteshu. Yogyatvam meaning the status of being the yogya. Yogyatvam, the word is that yogyatvat etesham vibhaga iti. Yogyatvam asti. Yogyatvam is functions. Yogyatvam asti. You will see that line, we will discuss that line. 89, the prose number. Idameva koshatrayam sukshma shariramiti vyavakariyate iti yaha etat kosheti. This three shariram alone put together is called, the three kosha alone put together is called, not three shariram, three koshas put together is called sukshma shariram. Then in Vidwan Manoranjani, we were reading some here about the Vayu, some points are there, we can see. Idanim Vayu Panchakam Vibhajate. Vayu already we have seen, Pancha Vayavaha. Pragamanam Agrataha Nisranam. Moving forward, moving upward, that is called Pragamanam. Yadyapi Pranaha Hridaye iti Shrutehe, Hridi Pranaha iti Abhidhanacha. This is Shruti, Bragadaranyaka, this is Taittiriya Brahmana, given. Taittiriya Brahmana, Pranaha Hridaye iti Shrutehe, Hridi Pranaha iti Abhidhanacha. Prana is located in the Hridaya. Hridayasthanaha Pranaha tatapi here. The author says, Pranaha tatapi nasagre pratyaksham upalabhyamanatvat, because it is perceived at the tip of the nose. Therefore, here the author says, Nasagre pratyaksham upalabhyamanatvat nasagrasthanavarti itiktam. It has its seat at the tip of the nose. Its presence is felt at the tip of the nose. Therefore, then Adho nabehe adaha. Below the navel. Adho nabe adaha nabehe adaha. Adaha adastad. Nabehe adastad. It flows down the navel. Adastad gamanavan mala apanagena vyaparena. Mala apana vyaparena. Waste, etc. The removal of the waste, etc. The activity that is, it is downward. So that is called apana. Payuhu gudam tatsthanam tatsthanavarti. Payuhu is gudam. Adi shabdat upastagraha. We are talking about the sthanam of the pancha prana. Sthanam of the pancha prana. This, in the last class I told, from here we have to discuss. Tatrapi mutrareto visargasya apana karmakatvat. Apana karmatva for the removal of mutra, retas, etc. Apana karmakatva. Therefore, it is said to be having the seat at the respective places. Vishwak Paritah Sarvatah Gamanavan Vidyate Yasya Saha Tata. Praggamanavan we say. Praggamanavan, Vishwaggamanavan. Vishwaggamanavan means Vishwa is all over. Paritaha, Sarvataha. Paritaha Gamanavan. Praggamanavan Vayuhu is Pranaha. Avaggamanavan Vayuhu is Apanaha. Vishwaggamanavan Vayuhu is Vyanaha. And here it says Vishwak is Paritaha Sarvataha Gamanavan Vidyate Yasya Saha Pranaha Vyanaha iti. So that you can note that Vishwak Paritaha, Vishwak meaning Paritaha. All around, all over. Gamanam Vidyate. The movement is there for whom? Saha Vishwak Gamanavan. Compound is given, that's why I highlighted that. Then the Pancha Upaprana talked about Matantaram Uttapayati. Matantaram is Anyamata, another view with regard to the Upaprana. Vedantis, they don't mention the Upaprana, whereas others, not Vedantis, Sankhya, etc., they mention Upaprana. So Matantaram Uttapayati Swamata Parishuddhage. Here he presents the Upaprana, which is Matantaram. According to the other Mata, this 5 Upaprana, for the sake of Swamata Parishuddhage. For the sake of clarifying one's Mata, one's conclusion, one's view. That is why here the author mentions the Pancha Upaprana. Pancha Upaprana, not according to Vedanta, it's according to the others. But to clarify that, therefore here the Upapranas are also mentioned in the text. Tesham Lakshanani Aga Naga Ityadina. Udgiranam Chardihi. Udgirana Nagaga Udgirana Karaha we have seen. Udgiranam Chardihi. Chardihi means vomiting. That causes vomiting, etc. Chardihi. Unmilana Shabdaha Nimilanasyapi Upalakshana Paraha. Unmilana Karaha is Kurmaha. So Unmilanam is opening the eyelids. Therefore, opening, then what about closing? Opening and closing the eyelids, both. Even though the text we saw, Kurmaha Unmilana Karaha, it stands for Nimilanasyapi. Nimilanasyapi Upalakshana. Iti. Then Poshanam Pushtihi Poshanakaraha. Poshanam Pushtihi iti. Anyat Prasiddham. Similarly, others also. It is Siddham. Iti. Anyat Prasiddham. Anyat Prasiddham. Others also, they are famous. Therefore, not discussed yet. The Uttapitam Matam Pratyachaste. Etesham iti. Uttapitam Matam means that Mata which, that opinion that he wants to present, that he wants to Uttapitam establish, that Matam he says. What Matam? According to Vedantis. Uttapita Matam Pratyachaste. Vedantina Matam Ityartaha. Kechit Shabdaha Upanishad Vishayaha. You have to connect with the sentence of the prose, then only you will be able to follow. This is line number 86. I'm going here and there because seeing both the Tika. Whatever we discuss are all additional knowledge based on the Tika. Tikakara says certain things. Therefore, going back and forth. Etesham pranadishu antarbhavat pranadeha pancha eva iti kechit. Etesham referring to whose? Etesham means that is Vedantis. Etesham. Tesham mate. Vedantinam mate. Therefore, he presented the Panchopaprana in order to present the Mata, the opinion, the view of Vedanti. Why? Because all the Upaprana, they are included in the Panchaprana. Therefore, you don't need to mention it separately. Antarbhavat, it is included. Therefore, so etesham, that's what etesham here. Anyatu uttapitam matam pratyachaste etesham iti. In the line kechit, Shabda was there. Kechit is Upanishada Vishayaha. It is the subject matter of the Upanishad. In the Upanishad, it is discussed. In the Upanishad Shabdaha, the prana, where it is there discussed in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the Brihadaranyaka 153. Here I have underlined prano pano vyana udana samano na iti Brihadaranyake vritti mataha pranasya. So in Brihadaranyaka Shruti, there is a mentioning of this pranaha, apanaha, vyanaha, udanaha, samanaha iti. So therefore it is Upanishada Vishayaha iti Kechit Shabdaha. The word Kechit in the 86th line. Etesham pranadeshu antarbhavat pranadayaha panchayava iti Kechit. Kechit is this Vedanti Namate. This Kechit referring to the Upanishad Vishaya discussed in the Upanishad. Upapranas are not discussed in the Upanishad. Upapranas are according to the other mata like Sankhya, Kapila mata. Therefore, we go by the Shastra, Upanishad. Therefore, Upanishada Vishayaha. For that we have support. We have Shruti support. Brihadaranyaka Shruti support. Therefore, Kechit Shabdaha Upanishada Vishayaha iti. Etesham Nagadinam Pranadishu Antarbhavat Pranadishu Antarbhavat iti ayam artaha. It's all included in the Prana, Apana, Vyana, the Panchaprana. All the Upapranas are included in the Panchaprana. Here the author he discusses here how it is. That is why the Tika here we read Udgiranam Urdhva Mukasya Vayoho Kriya. Udgiranam is Urdhva Mukasya Vayoho. Urdhva Mukasya, which flows out through the Mukha, upward from the mouth. Vayoga Kriya. The action of the Vayu, Urdhvam upward, Urdhva Mukasya. Urdhva Mukham is above, upward. Therefore, only we say vomiting, etc. Udgiranam. Urdhva Mukasya Vayuhu Udaramiti Uttam. Already it is covered in Udana. What is Udana? Urdhva Gamanavan, Utkamana Vayuhu. We discussed before. Therefore, Udgiranam is included in Udana. Tatacha Udanena eva Udgiranasyapi siddhau Nagasya tat kartuhu Udane antarbhavat tatahana tatatvam. Udanena eva Udgiranasyapi siddhau. Udgiranam is accomplished by the Urdhva Gamanava, that is Udana. Therefore, the Nagaha is Upaprana, which is Udgiranakaraha. Therefore, Tatkartuhu, the doer of that, is included in the Udana. Therefore, Tataha Prataktam na avashyakam. Therefore, one need not specify the Upaprana Naga individually. Nagaha is Udgiranakaraha. You have to refer the text Nagaha Upaprana, that Nagaha does the action of Udgiranakaraha. Ud means upward, Urdhvamukha. That's why vomiting, etc. Udgiranakaraha iti. So that is included in Udana. Udana is Urdhva Gamanavan Vayu. Therefore, why should we specify Nagaha separately? Iti Vedanti Namate, according to Vedantis. Similarly, Unmilanasya Angacheshtantargatatvat Tasyaha cha Vyana-nimittakatvat Unmilanakatuhu Kurmasya Vyane Antarbhavaha. Similarly, Kurmaha is Unmeelanakaraha, opening the eyelids, opening, closing. Therefore, it is involves the chesta of the anga, the movement of the parts of the body. That also included in Jnana. That also is it included in the Jnana, because Jnana is that which Vishwagamanavan, it moves in all directions, pervades the entire Shariram, therefore Nimittakatvat. That also included in the Jnana, in the Pancha Prana, Pancha main prana. Therefore, this mentioning of the Upaprana is that separately not required. Kurmasya Vyani Antarbhavaha asti ataha na prataktvam iti we say. Similarly, Samanena Ashita Pitadinam Pakena Rasadi Bhavam Apadya Sakala Sharira Desheshu Tat Praveshane Krite Sati Eva Shrudotpattihi Shrudotpattehe Tat Kartuku Krikalasya Samani Antarbhavaha Krikalaha is Kshutkaraha, anger. That which causes anger, that Upaprana which causes anger, it is Krikalaha. The Krikala also Samanena Samana Prana. Samana Prana is Ashita Pitadinam Pakena Rasadibhavam Apadya. That we saw that Samana does Samikaranam, Paripaka Karanam. It assimilates the food and converts that into Rasa, Rudira, Shukra, Purishadi Karanam. It does. And it distributes and the blood and all pervades the entire Shariram. Therefore, Sakala Sharira Desheshu Tat Praveshane Krite, when Rasa etc., when it is Sakala Sharira, it's spread through the spread, it's distributed to Rasa, that is the blood etc., it is distributed through the body. Therefore, when the energy is taken from the food and it is distributed all over the Sharira, then what happens? That causes hunger. So therefore, Krikala is included in Samana. Samana is responsible for assimilation, digestion. After digestion, what happens? Again, you feel hunger. Therefore, Krikala is included in digestion activity itself. That is in the prana, Samana itself, Antarbhavaha. Then Jrumbanasya. Jrumbana means yawning. Jrumbanasya Nidra Alasyadi Hetukatvat. Nidra Alasyadehecha. Vatuladi Anna Upajivana Nimittakatvat. Anna Swikaranasya cha Apana Karmakatvat. Apanaha eva paramparaya. Jrumbana etoho Devadattasya Antarbhavaha. Jrumbanakaraha, yawning. So, yawning is that comes either either you are tired or laziness or lazy or nidra, sleep. So Jrumbana, it has the etuka cause, that is either if the person is lazy or he is tired, nidra, or he is sleepy, nidra, then before nidra, yawning comes. That is, it shows the body requires rest, therefore yawning comes. So, therefore, nidralayasyadi etukatmasti jrumbanasya. So, jrumbanasya, and that is vatuladi anna upajivana nimittakatva. Upajivana, that vatula means air. Air, like anna, it is a cause for the survival of the shariram. Annam nourishes the body, and oxygen is required. The oxygen, the air. When the body requires more oxygen, the body takes oxygen by yawning. In fact, I was thinking before, yawning means we expel air, we let out air from the mouth, but it is not. Yawning, by yawning we take more oxygen. Body is tired, blood is requires more oxygen. Therefore, the oxygen which is taken in through the nose is not sufficient. Therefore, you yawn and absorb more oxygen and nourish that body requires. Body is tired, therefore it takes more oxygen. So therefore, Vatuladi also upajivana nimittakatvam asti. Therefore, oxygen also. It's Vatula means air, means oxygen, etc. They also have the nimittakatvam asti for survival, for living. Therefore, annasvikarnasya cha apana karmakatvat apani eva paramparaya jurmana etoho devadattasya antarbhavaha. Therefore, it is included because air is taken in. It is adogamanavan, like the annam. Annasvikarnasya cha apana karmakatvat. Annam also taken in. It is taken in. It has got downward movement, and air also inhaling is apana. Therefore, yanning is also inhaling. It is taken in the vayu. Therefore, it is also included. That is Devadatta, the name of the Upaprana corresponding for Jumbanakaraha. It is included in apana. Therefore, tataha na prataktam na avashyakam iti. Apana आख्यस्य अंतर्मुखतया शरीरान्तः प्रविशतः वायोः अन्नस्वीकरण हेतुत्वम् इतर एके समाम्नायते तद् अपानेन अजिगृक्षत तदा वयत इति. I took quote from this Shruti number 4, Aitareya Upanishad. Rasa logita mamsari kramena sharire anna pariname sati eva poshana para paryayaha pushtehe sambhavat rasadi nayana kartare samane Dhananjayasya antarbhavaha. So Dhananjaya, which is poshanakaraha, which is for nourishing the body. Again, that is also included in the samana. Samane antarbhavaha. It is included in the samana. Therefore, tasyapi na prataktam na avashyakam. So therefore, pancha upapranaha, Vedantis, they don't mention specifically. It is all included in the Pancha Prana itself. Okay. So, up to that with the Tika. Now, we have read extra also the Tika and the Subodhini. Now, we have to read from the line 86 up to 85 with the Tika. We have seen up to 85 Prana, Upaprana. Upaprana are included in the Pancha Pradhana Prana, therefore need not be specified specifically. Tataha prataktam na avashyakam iti. Now, 86th, right? That also we discussed. Let us read that. Etesham. You can see the footnote here, the book, the author here, Swami Nikhilananda is given. Based on the commentary, Etesham referring to the Vedantins. Etesham, some say what they say. Some is who are the some? Are they Sankhya, are they Kapila? Are they Kapila or are they Vedanti? Vedanti. For Sankhya, they are Pratak, they mention it specifically. But we don't mention specifically because we have Shruti support is that Vedantic Upanishad 153. That is support. That is the Tika only, the translator has given. So it's helpful. The footnotes. Shruti, in contrary to Sankhya philosophy. Shruti also, contrary to Sankhya philosophy, declares that prana are 5 in number. Is of prana. The Tikakara mentioned. The Tikakara, he gave the quotation of 153, Vedantika quote. Okay. Etesham pranadishu antarbhavat.
एतेषां प्राणादिषु अन्तर्भावाः
Antarbhavat, not bhavaha, antarbhavat. Prana,
अन्तर्भावात्
pranadayah,
प्राणादयः
pancha eva iti kechit.
पञ्च एव इति केचित्.
So we have seen pranadayah, pancha eva iti kechit. Pranadayah, it has only 5. Therefore, all the upapranas are included in the pancha prana. Then, etat pranadipanchakam.
एतत् प्राणादिपञ्चकम्
आकाशादिगत रजोंशेभ्यः मिलितेभ्यः
आकाशादिगतरजोषेभ्यः मिलितेभ्यः
उत्पद्यते.
उत्पद्यते.
You can read fluently because you know Sanskritam. When I was studying Vedantasara, that time I was learning Sanskritam. Therefore, in my book, if you see Pancha Eva Iti, I split this Sandhi and all. I marked it Pancha plus Eva plus Iti. But you know Pancha Eva Iti by reading that what Sandhi, how it happens now. That's a benefit. So therefore, reading and all will be easy. It's not difficult. Only thing is here, the letters have to be. It can be much more clear. Anyway, so etat pranadi panchakam. Pranadi panchakam, this panchakam, the 5 pranas, pranadi panchakam. Akashadigata. Akashadi adipadat akasha vayu agni apaha prithvi iti gata. That is rajamsha which is there in the 5 elements, great elements. Apanchikrita panchamaha bhutani, in that militebhyaha, combining militebhyaha. That is from the rajas aspect of the 5 elements, and the 5 elements are put together. Militebhyaha, combinedly, they form the prana, pancha prana. We don't translate vital forces. Vital forces means energy. They're responsible for action, energy, the movement, the life. Therefore, it's called vital forces. Nothing wrong in the translation. But to be, prana is prana. Sanskrit word, we can take prana as prana. So pranaha pranaha, okay. Pranadi panchakam utpadyate. Therefore, ekavachanam. Pancha pranaha utpadyante. But pranaha is presented as in singular. Panchakam. Panchakam is ekavachanam. Pranadi panchakam utpadyate. From what? Akashadigata raja amshebhyaha. Raja plus amshebhyaha. Raja amshebhyaha. Raja plus amshebhyaha. Raja plus amshebhyaha. Rajomshebhyaha. Rajas plus amshebhyaha. Rajomshebhyaha. Okay. Rajasaha amshaha. Rajomshebhyaha. Militebhyaha. Panchami, it is from the mixture of militebhyaha. Panchami. From the rajas aspect of the 5 elements which are combined. Pranadi panchakam utpadyate. Okay, then the next line. Idam pranadi panchakam.
इदं प्राणादिपञ्चकम्
Karmendriyaihi sahitam sat.
कर्मेन्द्रियैः सहितं सत्
Pranamaya koshaha bhavati.
प्राणमयकोशः भवति.
Asya kriyatmakatvena.
अस्य क्रियात्मकत्वेन
Rajomshakaryatvam.
रजोंशकार्यत्वम्.
Already we have seen this in the Tika. After that we are reading the main. The Tika, it is continuous, therefore it is difficult to separate out from the where we left, where we have to read. It is the Tikakara has written the commentary for this, for the entire the 3 or continuous some 3-4 lines put together he has written. Anyway, we have seen what is this. Pranadi Panchakam is that Karmendri Sahitam, this Pancha Prana, Panchakam put together, that makes the Pranamaya Kosha. Kriyatmakatvena. It is Rajamsha Karyatvam. It is, since it has enjoyed the status of being the Karya, the product of Rajas aspect of the Apanchikrita Bhuta, therefore, Tasya Kriyatmakatvam Asti. The Kriyatmakatvam Asti, it is active, it is dynamic, it has movement. Therefore, from that we can infer it must be made of which must be made of Rajas. Rajas stands for action. Rajas stands for dynamism. So therefore, Kriyatmakatvam Asti. Kriyatmakatvena, that is the Karya. From that Karanam, Rajomsha, we can infer. Rajomsha Karyatvam Asti iti Gnatum Shakyate. In the next line, 89. Eteshu kosheshu madhye
एतेषु कोशेषु मध्ये
Vijnanamayah
विज्ञानमयः
Jnanashaktiman
ज्ञानशक्तिमान्
Kartrarupah
कर्तृरूपः
Manomayah
मनोमयः
Ichchashaktiman
इच्छाशक्तिमान्
Karanarupah
करणरूपः
Pranamaya
प्राणमयः
Kriyashaktiman
क्रियाशक्तिमान्
Karyarupah
कार्यरूपः
Yogyatvat
योग्यत्वात्
Yogyatvadyeva
योग्यत्वादेव
Etesham Vibhagah
एतेषां विभागः
Iti Varnayanti Etat Koshatrayam Militam Sat
ये तत्कोशत्रयं मिलितं सत्
Sukshma Shariram Iti Uchyate.
सूक्ष्मशरीरम् इति उच्यते.
The Sat to be read along with that. Sat is sun, sun pratyaya, Sat being. Asdatoho Shatranta Rupam Militam Sat Napum Sakalinga Sat Sati Santi. Therefore, not Sat Sukshma Shariram, not the Sukshma Shariram is Sat. Similarly, not that the Sat, similarly with other Sharira. So, Sat is being. Being. Sun Gataha, we say. Gataha Sun, Sun Gataha. Sat. That is a Sat here. So, Eteshu Kosheshu Madhya, among the three Kosha. Vijnanamaya Kosha is Jnana Shaktiman. Jnana Shaktimatvam Asti. Jnana Shaktiman. Vijnanamaya Kosha has Jnana Shakti. Because it has a power to know, Jnana Shakti is there. The faculty of knowing. That alone, after analyzing clearly, arrives at the knowledge of an object, or even with regard to decision. So decisive faculty, the determinative faculty, that is knowledge. So therefore, Jnana Shaktiman Vijnanamaya Koshaha, that the faculty of knowing, that is Jnana Shaktiman Kartrarupaha, and therefore Karta. It is in the form of the Karta, Aham, Bhokta, Aham, Sukhi, Aham, Dukhi. That is also knowledge. So therefore, Kartrarupaha. Therefore, Karta is, Kartrutvam is attributed to the Vijnanamaya Kosha. And Icha is Karana Rupaha Icha Shakti. The Icha Shakti, the desire for anything, desire for Purushartha, Artha Purushartha, Kama Purushartha. The Icha, the desire for gaining the Purushartha. So Icha implies, Icha is the Karana, is a means for the Karya. So Icha only propels a person to engage in the Karya. Therefore, Icha Shakti. Icha Shakti is that it is Karana Rupaha. It is Karana Rupaha. Therefore, Manomayaha is called Karanam. Manomayaha is called Karanam. Icha Shakti with the desire to gain, the desire to know, desire to gain. So therefore, it implies free will. Free will is so the free will is Icha Shakti. Therefore, you can choose your Purushartha, Artha Purushartha, Dharma Purushartha, Kama Purushartha, Moksha Purushartha. So Icha Shakti only drives a person into action for Artha Kama as well as for Moksha. Therefore, it is Karana Rupa. Since it drives the person into action, therefore it is called Manomaya Karana Rupaha iti. Karana Rupaha. It is a Karanam, it is a means which drives a person into doing. Doing comes in the Pranamayaha. Pranamayaha is Kriya Shaktiman, Kari Rupaha, which is in the form of doing. Kari Rupaha. Karya is action. So Karya Rupaha. So Karya Rupaha, this Pranamaya Koshaha, which is Kriya Shaktiman, endowed with action. Action is done with Pranamaya Kosha behind. Otherwise, how action can be done? Icha is there. If Pranamaya is not there, you cannot accomplish the Icha. So therefore, that is called Pranamaya Kosha, which is endowed with action. Karya Rup. It is in the form of the Karya, the action. So Karta, Karanam, Karya. Three things are there. Karta is Vijnanamaya. Karanam is that which makes the person engage into action. Therefore, Karanam. That is the Manamaya Kosha is a Karanam. And Karya Rupaha is this Pranamaya Koshaha. So therefore, and later we will see Anandamaya Koshaha. 5 koshas are Anandamaya Kosha is Bhoktru Rupaha. Jnanamaya Koshaha is Kartru Rupaha. Manomaya Kosha is Karana Rupaha. And Pranamaya Kosha in the form of Karya, in the form of action, Pranamaya Koshaha. Action. So Jnanam is there, therefore Icha is there, therefore Karyam, action is there. Then who will enjoy after the accomplishment of the any object, whether accomplished or not accomplished? Accomplishes enjoys Sukham, if not Dukkham. That is Anubhava, that is Anandamaya Kosha, Bhoktru Rupaha iti. Bhokta. So Kartrutvam to Vijnanamaya, Bhotrutvam to Anandamaya. Bhokta is enjoyment, not only always Ananda, it's experience. Okay, then Yogyatvat etesham vibhagaga iti varnayanti. This division is based on the yogyatvam, based on their function, based on the function, the scope, based on the scope of based on the faculty, based on yogyatva detesham vibhagaha, because of the scope in the respective fields. They got scope in the respective fields. Applicability, they got the scope in the respective fields. Therefore, this vibhaga is done. Kartrutvam requires Vijnanamaya Kosha. Kriya accomplishing requires Pranamaya Kosha. Therefore, it has scope. Yogyatvam asti. In that sphere, it has got yogyatvam. Therefore, etesham vibhaga. Therefore, this division is made. Etat koshatrayam militam sat. This koshatrayam, these 3 sharira put together is what is called Sukshma Shariram. So each sharira, each kosha has its scope. Therefore, there is a division. Yogyatvat vibhagaha asti. And these 3 shariram put together alone form the Sukshma Sharira. So Sukshma Sharira consists of Vijnanamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya. Therefore, Jnana Shakti, Icha Shakti, and Kriya Shakti. These 3 Shaktis. And Anandamaya Kosha, which is Bhoktru Rupaha. Anandamayaha. Okay, we'll stop here. Then the tika to this also we have seen. The next line, the new topic here, we will see the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद शरण जी।
धन्यवाद जी।
धन्यवाद शरण जी।
धन्यवाद.